Matter today with the Kimber KDS9C. I'm around 250 rounds. I just got a red dot RMR HD that I put on it. I have 250 rounds, like I said, and I got two 18 rounders and four 15 rounders that we're going to put through this. The dot is not fully sighted in. It's kind of a bit of rough sight in. We're going to go at 10 yards here. Got a target down range here. Start off slow and then I'm going to pick it up. So far no failures through 250 rounds with the Kimber KDS9C. Real nice slide, real easy to rack, real positive. Safety here too. Mags come jettisoning out as well. Okay. Do not have co-witness. Can't even see the front posts. I'm gonna have to change out the rear and front sight. Real quick here before I pick it up. It's a 3-round group here. I am shooting low. What the hell did I do? I had the fucking adjuster. Okay, well I'm just gonna here we go. Okay. I don't have a holster yet, so whatever on that one. I'm not going to stop to adjust it again. I just wanted to show a little 3-round group here at 10 yards. Bunching them down low. There we go. Goes one. Try to fill out the target. See if I can cover it all up. Mainly aiming for the middle. The dot is off. That's what the 18 rounder looks like, if you're wondering. So we can get the rest of that red out. Oh, fishing around. No holster, another 15 rounder. Real short trigger. I just ain't really been shooting that good today, I ain't gonna lie. Like in general, I just have not been shooting good today. I got more. Oh, back pocket. Another 15 rounder. Just gonna let this last 18 rounder go. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Kimber KDS9C shoots good. Gotta adjust the dot. That's 2 18 rounders. Let's see, 1, 2. It's be easier to do without a holster, with a holster, I should say. You can see here, yeah, obviously most of them went here, which explains the giant, massive hole. I have not been shooting good today, though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of stinking it up here. But 3-round group, 10 yards, top of the head. Trigger's real short. Dots, yeah, there's a 3-round group right here. Gave him a little bit of a smiley face there. That was not intentional. I am not a good shooter, but yeah, there's a 3-round group, 10 yards. Three-round group. I can't tell. It looks like I put one through here, here, and here. It's kind of hard to tell unless I pull one off paper. I'm pretty sure that was already there. I'll have to go back in the footage, but it looks like this is the 3-round group right here. 60 seconds, 120 some rounds, Kimber KDS9C. See if this Mexican shit can dance. Oh boy, this is fun. God, it stinks. My hands are real sweaty. Wow, this is exhausting. Last mag. Bump it a little bit. $124 rounds. These are 15 round mags. They hold 16 though, if you want to put the extra one in there, okay? You don't have to. Let me show you here real quick. There are 3, 4. It's kind of awkward for me holding it all the way up here, honestly. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we're right. Okay, so 11, 12, 13, 14. This is 15. Okay. So if you want to squeeze the extra one in there, 16, you can. And it won't cause any issues. I'll show you here real quick. I'm going to walk it back. See, we'll walk it back to 10 yards. This is what my target looks like at the moment. We're just going to start right here. Just ignore this. We're going to try to keep it right here. Okay, so 16. And when you have that extra one in there, make sure you get it all the way up in there until you hear that click. Okay. So we're going to walk it back to 10. Two, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got a 10-yard marker right here. Okay. Let's take a look. Yeah, there's your 4 shots. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those are the 4 shots. That's just my way of sometimes just double checking a 0. Especially when I ran that 124 round mag dump earlier. But yeah, so far reliable. I'll double check the round count when I get back to the house. And I'm going to push out a first impression video on this Kimber KDS9C. But I can tell you, not one single failure. Hello everyone, today I'm doing a quick first impression video on the Kimber KDS9C. You can see no magazine in, and we are empty. For those that care, just the basic specs. This is an aluminum frame handgun. It does come with a 4-inch bull barrel that is fluted and crowned. Okay, those are the basic specs. I think it's around, with the 15 round mag, just a little under 30 ounces. And they say around a 3.5–4 pound trigger on it. And the trigger is nice. Okay. So those are kind of your basic specs. So real quick, I'm going to cover over the cons real fast in the gun. Okay. There's a couple. So the stock grips, these are not the stock grips. The stock grips that come with it are smoother, and they are a different color. These are the green. It will come, if you get the silver one anyways, it'll come with like a bluish. And no matter if you get the silver one or the black one or even the new rail version, those grips that they do come with are smoother than these ones. Now, they have a redemption plan going on till the end of July 31st. So if you buy this firearm, you can redeem it through Kimber, and they have aggressive, more aggressive, and then I think like very high aggressive. I'm not sure the exact word, but there's basically aggressive and then like a super aggressive. And these are the super aggressive or high aggressive grips. And then you can choose between red or green, I believe, are the only 2 colors. You can't buy their G10 grips, those new grips at the moment. You can only redeem them. I would imagine if you buy this firearm in the future, you will probably be able to buy those grips. But right now, they're only available through redemption, which you can If you buy this, like I said, before the end of July, which is 31st, you can get the new grips and 2 15 magazines for free. And that's an excellent value. So if you are interested in this firearm, now's as good a time as any to buy. But like I said, redemption, the whole thing at the moment is set to expire July 31st. And that's another reason why I wanted to get this video out, just in case anyone is on the fence. You know, might help someone or not. So now that's out of the way. Like I said, these are more aggressive. The stock factory ones that it came with are smoother. That's a preference. Everyone has, you know, different hands and what they prefer. I prefer the more aggressive grips, and these are really nice. And I was just shooting it in almost 90-degree heat, and I had no problems whatsoever, which you would have seen in some of the range footage before this. Okay. Secondly, and this is a con as well, I'll try not to bump the camera here, is that even though this firearm is optics ready, you still have to buy the plate. So if you buy this gun thinking you're going to go throw an optic on it and go out and take it the same day, think again, because you won't be. So if you do go and buy this firearm, you're going to have to buy a plate off of Kimber. I don't know if anyone else sells them, but that's who I ordered mine from. I think they're out of stock of a lot, so you might have to look around through other websites. At the moment, they're out of stock, but they get them in periodically. And they're about $100. So that is a con, okay? The other con is the same thing. The plate is that we do not get a co-witness. Obviously, you can kind of see the front post here. Just a little bit, that little front red fiber optic sight. And as you can see, I don't know why they did this, but the plate which comes with this is way too short, okay? It's just way too short, and you cannot co-witness with it. I don't know why they put something that low on here, but they did. I think there was an older plate that came with suppressor height sights, and I think they discontinued it. Why, I don't know. I'm a little confused on the whole situation. You might have to do more research. I believe these are Glock sights, though, and you can change them out. Don't quote me on that, but I'm about 90% sure these are Glock sights, and they can be changed out back here. And that's from Kimber, if I remember correctly. And if I'm wrong, please correct me in the comment section. So that's the other con. And then the last one, I would say, the last con is, this is the non-rail version. Now, when I initially bought this, there was no rail version. Now there is. So I don't particularly care about putting a flashlight on the bottom of this firearm. I don't typically do that with carry concealed pieces, honestly. Not too often anyways. It's not really my thing. So I don't mind that it doesn't have a rail, but I'm going to list it as a con nonetheless, because I know a lot of people prefer to run a light on here, okay? So if you do want to run a light on your Kimber KDS9C, or you're looking at one and you're like, oh no, I have to have a light, well, there's a rail version. It's more expensive. I don't know what the current price is for it. You'll have to look into it, but there is a railed version, but you have to make sure you get the rail version, which is only black right now. But you can get for much cheaper, at least last time I checked, non-rail version, if you don't care. If you don't care, save some money. If not, check out the rail version. So those are the cons, and those are really the only cons for the firearm. No other issues. So that's the cons. So the likes, this firearm has already seen over 500 rounds, which I don't normally put over 500 rounds to a firearm right off the bat for a first impression video, but I did with this one because I had a lot of fun shooting it. And through those 500 rounds, it was all 115 grain though. I didn't run any 124. It was MagTech, FMJ, Aguila, which was more recently 30 ammo, Fiocchi, and then I had some silver tips. It was the Winchester silver tip hollow points. And I ran some of those. It's kind of like a budget defense round. And over those 500 rounds, not one single malfunction whatsoever. No issues at all. So no complaints. She's been really reliable. I do carry it from time to time. Her being aluminum, she's not that heavy, surprisingly. So maybe not as light as some of your polymer guns, but definitely not too heavy. But that's also preference, okay? The other positive would be the trigger is very good on this. I can show you here real quick. This is after about 500 rounds. It was pretty good. It's not a whole lot of change from when I got it, but definitely a little bit. So this is kind of that's it. That's your wall. And you have a solid wall right there, and there's no creep. No creep whatsoever. Let's pull it back here. And we're gonna let that, and she's tactile right there. And she'll push her finger at, okay? And there might be just a little bit. She'll kick you just a tiny, tiny bit past that wall. You get a break. Super clean and crisp. Here we go again. Right there. And you can hear it, tactile and audible. You get just a tiny bit. You can see right there, and you get that clean break with no creep. Very nice trigger. Definitely around, I would say, 3.5, 4 pounds. I haven't run the scale on it. I haven't really gotten a chance to, but it's a light. It's not light. It's definitely a not like competition trigger or anything like that. It's still meant, this firearm is meant to be carried. So, but it's a solid trigger. Very nice. 1911. We'll say defensive trigger, if you will. Okay. The fitment on the firearm is really good. I like the finish. I mean, it's a really beautiful firearm. I got the silver just because I just really liked it aesthetically. I don't have any guns that are silver, so this is real nice, and it's kind of unique right there. But yeah, it has real good fitment, and you don't have any issues, which brings me to the serrations. You got your serrations in your back and the front, and it don't matter which one you want to grab. It's just easy. It's just real easy. Super easy. Nice serrations. They get the job done. Also, she does come, well, this one doesn't come with it. The rail version does. Okay, so the rail version will come with an 18 round magazine. This is what it'll look like. Excuse me there, bumping the camera. So, excuse me there, I'm like looking through the camera while doing this instead of looking at it straight on here. I make mistakes. But yeah, this is the 18 rounder that'll come with. Earlier in the video, I said you could add an extra round in this 18 rounder. You can't. I mistakenly called it a 17. But this is the 18 rounder, and you can fit 18 in there. You can't put a 19th round in here. It will not fit. However, with the 15 rounders, if you wanted to, I wouldn't recommend it because you never know if you might cause any damage, but you can squeeze 16 rounds into this 15 rounder. Okay. At least I can anyways, with not much effort. And these magazines, which also brings me back to these magazines, be the 15 or the 18, are very easy to load. You don't need a Eula loader. You can just use your hands. I've had plenty of guns where I use a Eula loader just because it's more work than I care to put in to load a magazine, but not with these. They're easy. So that said, that kind of brings me to a conclusion of my first impression video. Like I said, 500 rounds. I use various brands of 115 grain, FMJ, a little bit of hollow points, and not one single malfunction. Solid firearm. So far, recommending it. I'm going to bring her to 1,000 rounds, of course, see if we have any issues, but none at all to speak of. She's been flawless. Just a couple manufacturer choices by not including an optic plate and sights that you can't remotely co-witness with any kind of RMR plate, which is on here with the Swamp Fox Liberty 2, which I just want to point out, you can get these in the low 200s, and these are super nice, red or green, and super nice optics. And I haven't had any issues, and I do have 2 of them on 2 different firearms. But that's neither here or there. That's not what this video is about. So yeah, good gun, looks great, super reliable. So far, it looks like Kimber knocked it out of the park with this one. So if there's anything that maybe I overlooked that you're curious about, put a comment down in the section, and I will get to it as soon as I can. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.